So this is just in addition to the last video I made on movies making in Fledermaus. This is just about adding a camera, and so you can have a change of view. So there are two ways of changing the view. You can press record and then actually move the viewer, and you can see it moves the timer automatically, so you can just do this, move it around in the normal way you play around with the viewing in Fledermaus, except that it's sort of recording this all the time. You can see the time is going up, and it will try and make it quite smooth. So if I were now to stop that, go back and play, it will do all those crazy movements. It doesn't give you a lot of control, but if you want just a quick manoeuvring, then that's the best way to do it. But if you want to have control of where the camera is at specific points, you need to add a camera. So yeah, when I did that record, I actually added a camera. I'll get rid of it so that you know, if we didn't do that, we'd know where to go. So we just want to add camera, and then you have camera 1. So this is effectively an object. You just see it in the same way that you saw the plane. So the moment, so you have it as a data set. You go to object attributes and time, and you set the position and orientation of it. You can also change the scale and visibility, but you don't want to do that. I mean, I think if you wanted to see it, I'm not sure where the camera is, but anyway, you could see, oh, there it is. So it's an actual thing that you don't really want to, you know, you can change the scale of it, but there's really no point. The most important thing is the orientation. So I can actually just unclick it, and then there you see it will hide it. So probably best to hide it so that it doesn't ever appear. So yeah, so we need to change the position orientation. So we need to just edit it, I'd say exactly the same way as we edit anything else. So we're still on 0, 0, so I'm just going to make sure I can see it actually, because I need to know the angle. So wherever it's pointing is what it's filming, so it does take another, it is again a bit fiddly, so you need to move it around. So now I sort of angle it in a certain way. So now it should be pointing where you want it, so it looks like it's pointing correctly. So you just add a keyframe, and then it's, you know, it's worked out the rotation and the size, the position and the orientation, and then you just move up to say later, where you can see the sea levels change because everything's been saved. If you remember the last video, I changed sea levels, so that's changing at the same time. So you can have many things changing at once. So we just move the camera along. You can see it's just changing the position there. We move a bit further, sea levels change, so we move it up again. And then again, it's just changed the keyframe for you. So then you go back and you press play, and then this is what we were seeing. As I say, it takes a bit of work just finding out where it's actually looking, because it's difficult to work out what it's actually looking at. And I believe the camera is upside down, and that's why I'm getting this. So what we'll do is we'll just delete all those, and we'll turn around. So you have to stop to get out of the camera mode. We'll go the right way up, and you can see there that the camera is indeed upside down. So we just want to move it so it's the right way around, with the reels at the top, and move it again. So we just do the same thing. So we add it there, move along, move it across, move the time again, move it across again. You see automatically the keyframes come up, or you can go to another time frame, add the key, and then do the manoeuvring. So I'll move it up again, and you go back to the beginning using this button, and then play, and then that's a lot better. It's the right way up this time. And you can see, as I say, that sea level's moving and your camera's moving at the same time, and you can just select the position you want to be at a certain point. So you can see, now the camera will move up with sea level because we put it at a higher level to finish with. So yeah, that's basically it. The only thing to remember is that you have to stop, because when you're in, if you just pause, you can't move around. So I'm clicking and trying to move around, but you can't. You need to press stop and get out of the camera mode, so then you can start moving it. And then again, as it's an object, you can just click here onto the actual keyframe, and you can change it. So if you want to change that point, you can. So you can go and edit all the keyframes that you've made. So that will change it. So what we'll get here is just, it will go along and then much higher, just by clicking on these keyframes and editing them. So you have to have a play with sort of deleting keyframes and maneuvering them around. So just stop out of that. So that's basically just how to sort of use the camera and change the position.